A narcissist wants to control the situation. Hey, I'm Ben Taylor. I'm a narc in recovery that wants to promote awareness, growth, change, and healing to people out there. I work with people who struggle with narcissistic traits and to get them into therapy and have them start working through their emotions and their lies. And then I also work with people who have suffered from narcissistic abuse and try to be able to help them break that trauma bond or get out or try to work towards a new life where they can be confident once again. So when talking through like narcissism, there's a big aspect that a narcissist wants to be in control. They want to be in control of their lives. They want to be in control of their situation, but then they want to control other people. They want to control other people's lives. And talking to a couple different people on one-on-ones, it's amazing sometimes how much a narc wants to control other people. They'll control them down to their location, down to who they're with, down to what they're doing, down to how long they took just to run out and get coffee and come back. Of like, hey, you were late, you should have been back by this time. They literally want to control everything. And oftentimes the narc is looking to exude that control over other people in order to feel some sort of dominance, in order to feel like they are the number one, that they are the biggest priority. You have to remember a narc has a high sense of ego and is very self-centered in everything that they do. They're very prideful, they're very self-centered, they're very inwardly focused just on themselves. And as a result, it's at the expense of everybody else. So a narc a lot of times will position themselves in people's lives to a place where they can actually position and use their area of position to control other people. Now, that could be in a new relationship when you get involved with a narcissist and the narc is trying to fill a void maybe in your life. Maybe you told them, what you wanted in a relationship or how you wanted your significant other to be or something like that. And then all of a sudden you start seeing the narc checking off all those boxes. They are your knight in shining armor for that period of time because they knew exactly what they needed to do to be able to please you and get to a place where they could position themselves to control you. Remember, that is what a narc oftentimes is looking to do, to be able to control and manipulate others. So a narc, like I mentioned earlier, might be controlling your time, might be controlling your whereabouts and where you're at. A narc oftentimes is going to be controlling who you're around. They're going to put themselves in a position that's going to be like your advisor or your confidant at times to be able to slowly work on destroying any other relationships that you have. A narc oftentimes will want to isolate you from friends, from family, from anybody else that might have the opportunity to be able to see through their mask and be able to see the lies that they actually have in their life and how they're treating you as well. So a narc, in order to do this, a lot of times they won't come out and say, don't spend any time with them. Sometimes they do, and sometimes that is one aspect that they get off on, that control. Other times, they'll slowly start infiltrating your life to be able to get rid of those people by inserting small comments and small doubts. Well, I don't really like how this person treated you. Or like, did you hear what they actually said about you? Or different things that they'll start infiltrating, just small little thoughts in order to distract you and pull you away. If they can put like a wedge in between you and someone else, then long term, then the only person you have to come back to is the narcissist. Again, it's about control. It's about manipulation. It's trying to get this person to come back where they're only for the narcissist, where they're only that supply. So like I said, they can control with your time, and they can control with where you're at, they control with the people, they can control with the money. Like they'll get to the place where you owe me, or I pay for this, or I do all this for you, so you owe it to me. And they will use anything they can do like that to be able to control. Again, the narc wants to be in a place where they position themselves to really control and manipulate your entire life. If they can do that, then they can get to the place where they have you as a lifetime supply. They build in a trauma bond, they build in something where they know that you're not going to leave, and then they can focus on doing whatever they want. And as a result, they'll go out, they'll cheat, they'll find validation other places, they'll do whatever they want, and they come back knowing that that person that they've been abusing for such a long period of time is still going to stay. Again, the control is very real, and it's very hard to break from a lot of times. It's very hard sometimes to even notice that it's there. It can be very tricky. So Please watch out for it, and please focus on yourself, focus on growth, focus on counseling, therapy, change, and focus on breaking free of that. You shouldn't have someone controlling you. You shouldn't have someone keeping you in a prison or saying that this is all that you're good enough for, or that you'll never find anyone else, or anything like that. All those are just self-limiting thoughts and lies that the narc will put on you to be able to control you and to keep you in that relationship. So stay strong and seek help.